the Going Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.
It's the Going Way Back Show, your home for classic hip hop, raw and uncut. I am Money B, and I am joined as always by my lovely co-host and super producer, Time Teasy. What it do?
What it do?
And as you know, the Going Way Back Show is sponsored by dmerch.com and 90shiphop.com, where you can get your officially licensed digital underground and classic 90s hip hop artists merchandise. Right now, you definitely want to check out DU merch because we have a whole new line that we're rolling out for 2021, including the brand new DU Legendary Collection. So you definitely want to head on over to dumerch.com right now and pick up something for that loved one for Christmas.
Not
The show is
right
also
now, but
sponsored.
after the show.
Yeah, after the show, not right now. Hold on, because we got some brewing. So we're also sponsored by DMH Lux Lifestyle duffel bags, purses, and wallets. Black owned exotic luxury goods. And you can find that at dmhluxlifestyle.com. Lastly, we have Oakland, USA VP Edition sweatshirts. There's a sister in the White House, and she is from Oakland. That's right. We're talking about Kamala Harris. And to celebrate her as the Vice President elect, being from the Bay Area, we have the Oakland, USA VP Edition sweatshirts, and you can find them at dopeonly.bigcartel.com. Word. So getting right to it, I want to bring on a good friend of mine, legend in the game, hailing from the all-star crew, the Likwid crew, West Coast legends, the Alkaholiks. Please help me bring to the show my man, J. Rowe. J. Rowe, what it do? Just nod your head. You ain't got to say nothing if you got food in your mouth.
Money B, what's up?
Good, good. And I'm just letting everybody know, man, I appreciate you taking time out. I know you're having a late lunch right now, but you know, the show must go on. So you taking the time to holler at your guy. How you been?
It's all good. I've been great, man. Just having some Vietnamese food right now. But I'm good. I already done scooped up some already. Can you hear me all good?
We can hear you. Yes.
Oh, good. But everything's been good. What's up, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. What I like to do when I bring my guests on, especially in these times, right? It's kind of been, especially for the music industry and just entertainment in general. This pandemic has kind of put a halt on business as usual. So the first thing I like to ask is, how have you been keeping yourself busy? And I know you stay busy, but what are some of the things that you've been doing during this downtime during the pandemic?
Well, for me, I know and a few people, but a lot of people might not know. I do other business besides, hip hop and rapping. I bring hip hop into every business I get into though, and so I pretty much been keeping my business going, keeping myself in shape. Not really locking myself in the house. I get out, get some air as much as I can. And, things really haven't changed that much except for not doing shows, not doing any live shows and being able to travel. But other than that, just helping my people as much as I can.
Now, I just heard you mention that you get out, you try to get out as much as you can. Even though there's a stay-at-home order, people do need to know that it's important that you get out and get some sort of vitamin D, whether it comes through sunshine or through supplements, and to kind of eat right and keep yourself healthy. I like the way you said that you're taking care of yourself. So are you working out, right?
Yeah, always. I'm always working out. I used to be heavier, B. So
Yeah.
I've been working out and keeping myself fit for some years. And but I think, like you said, it's really important, that you get some fresh air, get some vitamin D, and the thing is, just stay away from people. Go to an open space. Don't get too close to people. If you have a park somewhere, if you live somewhere where it's more rural, by all means, go outside your front door. If you have a backyard or whatever, that's the thing. I think it's just no large gatherings and things like that.
Right. And give me your thoughts on this, or not even just this, because it's not one, but all of these supposedly vaccines that every country, it seems like in the world, is rushing to produce. What are your thoughts on the
I
vaccine?
mean, since I was a kid, my whole adult life, I haven't taken any vaccines, so I don't think I'll be starting personally myself. But it's just, it's very confusing times for people. Should I take it? Should I not? They're trying to put the chip in me. What's going on here, man? It just gets deep. And
Yeah.
for me, I don't need a vaccine. I'm just saying for myself personally. The flu doesn't scare me. But to each his own.
Right. It just begins with taking care of yourself. And
Yeah, that's the main thing. If I don't think the flu is something that we all supposed to get anyway.
right. Dang.
Somebody getting fired, but
Yeah, no, you're right.
somebody get fired. No, but we're not made to be sick. Our bodies are not designed to get sick, actually. And when we catch colds and flus, that's because we have something is not right in the way we're living. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is why myself, I don't catch colds and flus, but I try to educate people on this. Um,
Right.
I've been drinking this roll water for a long time, where I just cut a lot of fruit up into my water, right?
It's
And
called roll water.
I call it roll water, yeah.
Okay.
You'll see it on the market soon.
So what's some of the stuff you put in roll water? Like spaghetti? What?
Um, Mainly always lemon. Cut up some fresh ginger.
Mm,
But then I like to put apples, grapes, and I leave the skin on, all that. And
mm.
at first, when you do it, it's more mainly like a cleanse.
Okay.
But when you do it every day, it becomes normal, and it basically you cleansing yourself every day of these impurities, because these viruses they need somewhere to go. That's the
Okay.
whole thing. They need something to latch on to, and I try to not give them anything to latch on to.
Now, when you say you're making this water, is it something?
I do
Okay.
those gallon bottles, right? I do a whole
Uh,
gallon bottle, cut as
okay.
much fruit up, and I get creative with it. I put pineapples, all kind of stuff, and
Uh,
then I'll drink it throughout the day. And then in the
okay.
night, I'll fill it back up. So it'll last me about 2, 3 days if I keep it refrigerated at night.
Okay. You'll never drop a little vodka in there?
I used to. I used to. Actually, we used to, when we were on tour, I would drink the fruit water all day,
uh,
and then I would fill it up with vodka at night.
sounds like a
But that's
plan.
when I was drinking, B. I'm not drinking anymore. So I've been off the bottle for some years too.
Is that why you're not recording no
I
more
might
albums
have a glass.
under
I'll have a
the
glass of
lakes?
wine or two nowadays. That's about it.
Right? So is the name the Alkaholiks? Is that just like, is it dead or what?
Nah, well, you know the rules. Once you an alcoholic, you always an alcoholic.
Right.
You know, I'm fighting every day. But we have a new brand called Smokeaholics. Check
Okay.
us out on Instagram. We got a Smokeaholics brand. And we're going with that flavor now.
Well, let's talk about that because ever since I've known you, you always got something new happening, and even in the past few years when we run into each other, like you said, you got some sort of business or something that you're working on. So tell us a few, if not all of the things that you're working on right now.
Well, I think it's important, especially as artists, and it's really, really, really evident right now during this time that
Hmm.
we have to have other ways to make money. You know, um, it gets slow out there, and most groups only have very short runs. And we
Right.
need to be educating these young artists about this, especially now. They might have a year, maybe two run um, to go. So you got to really put forth another effort. You know what I always tell people? You know,
Mm.
I made up J. Rowe when I was 14, right?
Okay.
I made him up in my bedroom. Just let me make up this character.
Right.
James Robinson is still alive. You know, James Robinson is just as valuable as J. Rowe. And I've told a lot of my rap homies that don't forget your real name. Don't forget who you are. That person is just as valuable as this character that you made up. You know, and that allows your mind to open up to do other things. Even to go put on a suit or something. Step out of your rap character sometime.
Yeah.
And
Now, speaking of that, it's funny because one of the last times I actually saw you was at the I think Too Short had an event at his studio when they was
yeah,
launching his cannabis thing, and you had like a little suit jacket and you had your hat on and whatnot,
right.
and I'm talking to you, and then you walk away, and Cletus Mack was like, "Who is
Yeah.
that?" I was like,
Who
"That's
was
J
that?
Ro." He's like that. He's like J Ro. He didn't even recognize you when you was all
Right.
had your business together. So
Cause
I mean,
that's my CBD brand. I have Dr. Robinson. So
okay,
that's the character that I come with my Dr. Robinson brand. I go all the way with it, like KFC got Colonel, right?
right.
I got the Dr. Robinson. So definitely, man, definitely.
Is Dr. Robinson, is it out there right now or what?
It's actually the return of Dr. Robinson. I took a little break um, from the actual product line, but I kept
Hmm.
the character going because we have a crew called La Liga, and we've
Okay.
been doing some film with that. You could check me out on Instagram. I have a Dr. Robinson CBD page, so you can
Okay.
follow the whole story there. Um, I put a whole crew together, and we just been doing good things. We're here to save the world, actually, just to
Right.
keep it simple.
Now,
It's the league. It's the league in Spanish.
and anybody that we know a part of this collective?
Absolutely. If I know you heard of Chris the Glove, man, the legend.
Absolutely.
He goes by the name of Thomas Crown.
Okay.
We have one of the Pop brothers at law, Mark Wasserman. He goes by the name of Professor Google. And Sophia Fortuna, who you met earlier, she's Miss
Right.
Fortune,
Okay.
straight from Russia. So we're
Nice.
just here to save the world, man, in many different ways. We all have our superpowers, and we're doing some film with that I think people gonna love it. La
And you got
Liga.
costumes and everything. Y'all gonna bust out with that?
Everybody got their own style. Thomas Crown, which is Chris the Glove, he can control people's body movements with sound waves.
Uh-huh.
Professor Google is Mark Wasserman, one of the Pop brothers. He knows everything. You know,
Okay.
he's a lawyer by trade. And Sophia, Miss Fortune, she's our transportation specialist. She'll get you
Okay.
to anywhere you need to go in the world just by looking in her eyes. So she take her shades down. Look, check it
Yeah.
out. Where you want to go?
Where you wanna go?
Okay,
Crazy.
hey, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with her because she'll send you somewhere you don't want to go. Trust me.
Right. So what's your superpower?
Well, the thing with Dr. Robinson is more, I'm more like Batman. You know, I have gadgets, I have oils that can put you to sleep, wake you up, do all kind of
Mhm.
stuff. So yeah, I make concoctions. That's
Nice.
my superpower. Yeah.
That's dope. I'm gonna look forward to that. And speaking of getting where you want to go, anywhere you want to go, I spoke to you. I want to say last week or so, and you were telling us about, or telling me, I should say, about a hip hop helicopter tour that you're involved with.
Yes.
Talk about that.
um, Sophia has a company that she started some years back
Hmm.
called Level Up Tours. And what they do, they take you up in a helicopter around special places in around Compton,
Hmm.
like where Easy E grew up, and different locations, you know, and yeah, hip hop landmarks. And it's a really dope tour. They also have a lowrider version of it that takes you through the city, Hollywood, and Beverly Hills. There's some places of hip hop significance, and it's
Hmm.
just dope, man. Like the dopest thing in hip hop going right now, really. Um,
Now, go ahead.
yeah, and so what it is, people book the tour. A lot of people from out of the country, from different states, like from here in California, book the tour. And what she likes to do is throw a hip hop artist in the
Right.
helicopter with the person that books the tour. So that's an added incentive, and that's why I gave you a call that
Mm.
day. But I can't wait. I can't wait to
Oh
see
yeah,
you up there
I'm looking forward to it. Now, tell us some of the hip
in the
hop
digital
artists that
helicopter.
you know it. Who are some of the artists that have already gone up with some of the
Oh, I've seen
people?
the legend Grandmaster Caz
Right.
went up. Medusa, my sister Medusa. We got Sticky Fingers going up in a few days. Will I Am.
Okay.
And
I thought I seen PMD from EPMD in the image on the website.
well, if you go onto the Level Up Tours website, you'll see a lot of artists that's pictures of them just representing the company. Some
Okay.
of them haven't gone up yet, but they will be.
That's dope. And where can
And
people, if they
it's
want to book these tours, where can they find
uh,
it?
leveluptours.com. Leveluptours.com, and there's also an Instagram page, Level Up Tours.
That's dope. And then
It's super awesome. Yeah. And it
eh,
flies from out of the Compton airport. The
okay.
pilot is the brother named
All
Robin.
right.
He's awesome. He's awesome. They have a Tuskegee Airmen exhibit at the airport. You get a real education when you go there. The first time I went, I was blown back. You know, it was really
Yeah.
cool. So
And
you'll see me going up soon too.
what's crazy is I've never been in a helicopter before. So that would be
That's the
you know,
experience, man. That's the
interesting. So it
experience.
definitely. Tatis, you been in
And
a helicopter before? Shake your head if you haven't want to put your. She hasn't. Yeah, I think that would be
and then
interesting. So I'm.
once you get there, you'll see there's a lot of inspiration there. They teach young pilots from the neighborhoods how to fly planes, helicopters. They have lessons. They have simulators down there. And it's
Right.
awesome. You see some of the pictures of like some young sisters and brothers that learn how to fly planes, man. And I think this is something that needs to be highlighted,
That's what's
for
up.
sure. Yeah.
Now I know
And it's
you
and
don't
it's
have
straight hip hop. They even play songs when you go
I,
over a certain site. They play the song in the headphones. You bumping up there.
I was gonna
I'm on the
ask you
site
that.
right now. I'm on the site right now, and the prices are pretty affordable. So I might have to take a
Right.
tour.
Absolutely,
Yeah, I was gonna ask you
absolutely,
if y'all play the music while y'all ride over. That's dope. So we definitely gotta
absolutely.
do
It's
that.
straight hip hop. It's straight hip hop. And a
And
great thing to do I mean, you talk about social distancing.
yeah, that's about as far as way as you can get,
What
right?
better way to do it, right?
And get all the way around, get all around LA. Um, and speaking
You
of hip
really
hop
social distance.
and the history, like when I had you on the show years ago, we do have the game. Who said it that we want to play with you? But before we
Okay.
do, our listeners, they always want to get a little bit of history from the artist because this is the Going Way Back show. So I want to take it back one good time.
Yeah.
Um, some people don't know, but you were signed to Loud Records with Alcoholics, signed to Loud Records, I think from like 93 to like 2001, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And within that time period, you were label mates with the likes of the Wu-Tang Clan, 3 6 Mafia, M.O.P, Big Pun, Dead Prez, Mob Deep, Tongue Twister, and others, right? So that was like a dope
Yes.
ass label. Talk about
Crazy roster.
some of the relationships you developed being signed to that label because I know that when you're label mates, you do promo tours
Yeah,
together. They put you on the same shows. You usually spend a lot of time
absolutely.
with the artist that you're signed with. So talk about that.
Right.
Is there any specific group that you bonded with in particular, or just give us a good story about any or a few of those groups?
Yeah, I mean, there was a group that came before us called Madcap. And
Okay.
but we were the first group. We signed right after them, and we're the first group that charted, that got placed on radio and stuff. So we're pretty much known for kicking off the label. And then
Okay.
one day, E Swift was in the office, and 9 dudes came in the office rapping, and that was Wu Tang. And Steve
Right.
Rifkin was like, "What just happened?" And they left.
Right.
And E Swift said, "You better go downstairs and sign them right now." And
Really.
that's pretty much how that story went down. And we were going on you remember we used to do promo tours, right? That meant you
Right.
go on tour without getting paid,
Basically.
basically, right? Per diem.
Per diem. Yeah, I'm
Um,
about to say.
right. And they asked us if it would be okay we take Wu Tang on tour with us. And we were like,
Right.
of course, because we thought they was dope.
Uh,
So we were basically on the chitlin circuit down south, going New Orleans, all these places, right? So
right.
we were on the tour. People wasn't really feeling them. They didn't know who they
Uh,
was yet, and we had a couple songs out, so they were waiting for us to get on. But when we got back to New York to the Armory, I mean, the
yeah.
whole place was Wu-Tanged out, man. By the time we got there, and we knew for sure they was about to blow up, for sure.
Uh,
And we all became brothers on that tour, man. Like whenever we all meet up, that's the main thing we talk about, like all the experiences we had on that tour, for sure. And
now,
then how, yeah,
when I was gonna say, you mentioned that it was a promo tour, and we know how
yeah,
deep Wu Tang is. How many of
yeah.
them actually went out on the first promo tour that you did?
I mean, it was all 9 of them plus more.
They need their own two. They need two buses, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, but it wasn't no buses, that's for sure. We were like in vans, and we're doing it like that back then. We were both, we just were on our first album. Um, we got on tour buses a little. Actually, '94 was our first tour bus tour with De La Soul and Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, how was that?
Um, they taught us how to do it, man. They really taught us how to do it, how to be gentlemen and undercover gangsters at the same time.
Right?
For sure, for sure. We had a good time on that tour, but the rest of the roster allowed, we was really
Yeah.
like a family. We were all like proud to be, chosen to be on the same label. It was good times for us, for
Now,
everybody on the label.
on your second album, I think it was your second album, you actually had a song, Only When I'm Drunk, with Oh
That was
Dirty
the first
Bastard.
album.
That was the
What's
first
that?
album?
Yeah.
The song with ODB. That was the first album?
Oh, that's the song with ODB is called Hip Hop Drunkies.
Hip Hop Junkies. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
on the third album. Yeah.
Third album. So talk about that experience, and do you have any stories about recording that song? Because people don't realize back then you would actually be in the studio if you did a song with somebody and you would
Right.
record together. So
That used to
so
happen.
yeah, so walk us through that experience. Anything crazy? I mean, not crazy, but just tell us something about that recording session with ODB.
That's the most memorable recording session I've ever been in. We waited for him for about 2 hours. He came in with a few bottles. We talked for another 2, 3 hours. Got drunk, and basically the song was like a freestyle. We were literally knocking each other off the mic, going back and forth live, especially the last part. We were just going back and forth live, and ODB just I think he came with one of his best rhymes ever on that one. One of his top five at least.
Yeah, and a lot of people, the perception of ODB is just he's just this wild, out of control guy. But from what I always hear, just I've been around him once or twice. He's very calculated. Can you talk about that?
Right. Very, very intelligent.
Yeah,
Always had a lot of intelligent things to say. He always made a lot of sense, and yeah, he said a lot of things, that made a lot of sense. But I think it was more about his actions that were like kind of crazy. But
yeah,
he
because
always he
I,
always made sense what he was saying.
and I've always heard that he was really like the heart and soul of the group that really kept it together. He kind of controlled the vibe, kept everybody in check. Like RZA was the face of it, but ODB was the one that was the guy that brought everybody together in a sense.
He was just a ball of energy that you couldn't deny.
Mm,
Ball of energy you couldn't deny, and he was on at all times. Definitely. I
that's what's
think
up.
they all have their thing, but yeah, for sure.
All right. So I know you got to get out, but we do want to play the hip hop game, which is called Who Said It with
Let's do
Ton
it.
Teasy. You know how it goes, but just to remind you, Todd Teasy. She says a classic hip hop line from a classic song. Your
Okay.
job is to guess the artist and the song who said this classic hip hop line. Now, the thing is, I give Todd Teasy the lyrics. She doesn't know what song it is either. So she's just
Okay.
reading it from a piece of paper. So there's no cadence.
Right.
And her flow ain't down like that. But
Okay.
to
I'm
make it
good at
easy on
this.
you, I know to make it easy on you, we're gonna keep it West Coast. And if I remember when you were on the show when we were in the studio maybe like 6 years ago, you were actually the person that I think got most, if not all of them back then. So I'm pretty sure you'll do well this time as well. So
I
Tom
play
Teasy,
this
are
game
you
all the
ready?
time.
Okay. Well, then I'm upset because I kind of took it easy on you. I think I
I
made
just
it
got
easy.
I just got beat at Carton after talking mess, so I better chill out.
Okay. Well, then you should get all of these because I purposely didn't make them too hard because sometimes the audience kind of complain. Like, what up?
All
So,
right.
Ty Teasy,
So
can you
here's the
hear her?
first one. All right. Every time I come home, I got 50 messages. I only call back the girls with the big breastises. Who said
That'll be me,
it?
J. Roll, Next Level, produced by Diamond D, Coast to Coast album.
Okay, so since you're giving all that information, you have to give who produced the next ones too.
Yep.
I'm a Mr.
No,
If,
because these
if
are
you
pretty easy. So you have to give that added information.
Yes.
These
okay,
are pretty easy. I took it easy on you this week,
All
purposely.
right.
cool.
Here's the second one. I seen her dancing to hell with romancing. She sweat, wet, got it going, lie, a turbo vet. What?
I
Sorry.
know
I
this
seen her
one.
dancing
Oh,
the hell with romancing. She sweat, wet, got it going like a
like a turbo
turbo
vet.
vet. Who said it?
Oh, LL Cool J.
No,
And
West
try
Coast,
again.
remember? West
Remember
Coast.
West Coast.
Oh, or
I
got it
told you I was.
going like a turbo vet. Oh, oh, you got me on this one. You got me on this one.
I got you. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to say it in cadence to see if you can get it.
All right.
I seen her dancing. The hell with romancing. She
Oh,
sweat,
I'm
wet,
tripping.
got it
Yeah,
going like
Sir
a
Mix a
turbo
Lot.
vet.
Sir Mix a Lot. Baby got back.
Baby
What up,
got
Thank
back.
you. Thank you. The cadence is always it. And I don't know
I'm
who
sorry, I
produced
don't
that
have it.
record. I don't know who produced that record, but he
So
must
Mix-a-Lot
have.
produced it.
That's true. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
that's why he rich.
That's why he's rich.
All right, here's the next one. I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. My cousin died last year and I still can't let go. Who said it?
Tupacalypse. Tupac
And
said that.
he did not say it.
He didn't say that.
No, he sampled it. That was a trick
See, that was
question
a trick one.
because that was a trick one because everybody I knew
That
everybody was
was
gonna
a
say that.
trick.
Say it one more time, see if you can get it.
Okay,
He
I
borrowed
want.
it. He borrowed it. But I'll say this: he borrowed it from a friend of his. That's an extra clue.
Okay, here we go. I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. My cousin died last year and I still can't let go. Who said it?
E40.
Strike two. You get one more, and you out. Say it one more time, Tati. This time, put some swag on it.
Okay. I wonder if a heaven. I wonder if heaven got a ghetto. My cousin died last week and I still can't let go. Who said it?
A friend of Tupac.
That's right.
You, Money
And,
B.
and, and the winner is, and I got to shout out to Tay Wildly in the chat room because they answered it correctly. It would be Spice One from Welcome to
Spice
the Ghetto.
One, my
I
boy.
wondered if
Big
Heaven
up to
got a ghetto.
Spice One,
My
man.
cousin
Big
died
up to
last year,
Spice
and I
One.
still
Okay,
can't
We was
let
friend of
stuck
the
go.
in
show.
Australia together.
Oh yeah, talk about that
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
How
What
about
happened?
that?
What
We made
happened?
it out. We made it out.
How were you guys stuck in Australia?
The promoter was on drugs and he kept all the money.
Mm. So how'd you get out?
I had to hustle some money up and get out of there.
It was just y'all, the Spice and the Licks.
It was us, me and E Swift, um, Easy E's son, Dr. Dre's son, and DJ
Mm.
Yella. I ended up just staying. I started a project down there in the Antiques, Australia. I started a business. I was like, since I'm here, might as well. So I ended up staying for like 3 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say you lived abroad for some years, right? In Europe,
Yeah, I lived in Sweden for 16 years.
right? And you actually became a promoter of shows and would bring artists out. right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
You,
That
you
was
never
that was
brought digital out, but you know we ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go
that was an
into that.
experience for the ages. I was looking for y'all. I was looking for y'all though.
I wanted to go to Russia or Prague or wherever the hell y'all was
I
going.
was looking for y'all, man, for real. We was bringing everybody out. But look,
That's what
man,
I know.
I really got to get out of here. I wish
Okay.
I could stay a little longer, but I got ice cream in the car.
Okay, I can dig it. Well, man, we
Melody.
appreciate you. You know, I know you can't answer, but a couple of cats was really wanting to hear one statement or one something about King T, but just say you love him, and
King
that's
T, I
it.
love you. King T is the originator of the Liquid crew and gangster as they come.
That's what's up. Well, man, I appreciate you even taking the time out, and you know, you got to come back, and we're gonna connect when I jump in the helicopter to do the thing with you.
Yep,
Real
I
quick,
will to give me a call.
let everybody know where to find you so they can just look into everything that you do.
Yeah, on Instagram, original J Row, no spaces, original JRO, and you can
There it
find
is.
everything else from there. And remember, Level Up Tours, La Liga, and all the other stuff we got going on. Smokeaholics.
Word, and they can see your IG handle in your video box right now. So definitely
So
go to Original J Row. Well, man, get to
Your
your
ice
thing,
cream.
and we'll
Money
catch
B,
up.
thank you. Hey, thank y'all for having me. Tone Teasy, Money B. I appreciate y'all. One love. All the best to y'all. Keep it going and be safe.
Thanks
Take
for
care of
All
stopping
right,
yourself.
by. Appreciate
I'm
you.
gonna holler at you. I'll holler at you in a
Peace.
second. Later.
Peace. Later.
There it is. My brother, J Roll from the Licks in the building. Um,
It's on you.
there we go. We're back in this thing. Um, Tatis, you actually have one more who said it left. Should we give it to the chat room?
Sure.
Are we doing a giveaway or are we just letting them
You
answer
can
it?
do it for the fun.
Okay, for the fun, you know, for the people. We got one more that we want to do with J Roll, but and this one is easy. I know y'all gonna get it. I think it would have probably had him thinking a little bit. But go ahead, Tatis. Let's see who the first person that can guess this.
Okay.
West Coast, remember that.
With a glare, but you don't need no glasses to stare. Just pop your tape in, and it's just like you're there. Who said it?
All right. So Tanya, you watching say what?
Go ahead.
No, I was saying, yeah, you watching it. Say it one more time so they can get it.
With a glare, but you don't need no glasses to stare. Just pop your tape in, and it's just like you're there. Who said it?
Dope. Um,
And if you're listening, well, of course, if you're listening, drop it down below. Leave a comment and let us know. Hey, I am a rapper.
right. Oh wait, hold on. I was trying to add the thing. And oh, we also have to mention, you know, everybody that's on here. You know, not only do we want you to subscribe to the channel, you know, of course, click the notification bell, but man, share it on any of these hip hop Facebook
It
groups that
doesn't have
you're
to
in.
just be hip hop. Just share it on everything.
Yeah, share it. You know, we're
Expand.
trying to get the word out. We're giving, you know, these are some great shows, but we need the people to check in with us, just like y'all check in with us. We appreciate everything that everybody does, but you know, we consider everybody that we see here regularly as a part of the team. Um, so if you can, or when you know, if you can and when you can, share it, retweet it, repost it. You know, let's get the word out, get people onto this dope ass show. Did anybody guess? You want to say it one more time, John TV?
Sure. With a glare, but you don't need no glasses to stare. Just pop your tape in, and it's just like you're there. Who said it?
Anybody guess? I'm not sure if my okay.
No one's
Well,
guessing. I guess
while we,
because we're not giving anything away.
they ain't in no rush to do it.
No.
All right. Well, that's cool. I'm I want to shout out the third, excuse me, the third member of the Going Way Back Show crew, DJ Always. I want to make sure that you check him and the Going Way Back Show. We're also on a hip hop internet show platform called thebeastradio.com. That's DA, thebeastradio.com. DJ Always, he does his mix. He does a West Coast mix on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you can catch the podcast, the audio versions of the Going Way Back Show every Monday and every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That will be 4 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. Once again, let me reiterate our sponsors, of course, dumerch.com and 90shiphop.com, where you get your officially licensed Digital Underground and classic 90s hip hop artist merchandise. Please check out and purchase the DU Legendary Collection, and that's dumerch.com. Also, check out DMH Luxury Lifestyle Brand, exotic luxury goods. That's duffel bags, purses, and wallets. Black owned, and you can find it at dmhluxlifestyle.com. And last but not least, dear to my heart, you got the Oakland, USA VP Edition sweatshirt and hoodie. And that's at Dope Only. Hey, man, designed by the forces of good. Channel through your boy. Hey, shout out our season. But yeah, man, we got a sister in the White House, and she's from Oakland, talking about Kamala Harris, VP elect, representing Oakland, representing the Bay Area. So we're celebrating her with this sweatshirt. Please pick it up at dopeonly.bigcartel.com. Is anybody taking a guess?
No.
Christine Wilson is gonna take a guess, I think. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. I'm not sure if any questions came up. J-Ro had to get out, so we have a little time to answer any questions you might have, one or two. If you don't want to guess, we are going to wrap it up. But we appreciate you. As always, be sure to tune in next week. Our guest will be Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs in Harmony. So until that time, and until next time and next week, please take care of yourself. Feed your pets, water your grass, turn off your lights and your heat before you go to bed. And until next time, people, please be easy. Peace.
What we're gonna do right here is go back, way back.
It's the Going Way Back Show with Money B. Classic hip hop, raw and uncut.